The bill that shook British business, Angela Rayner's unemployment bill and the war over work. Imagine running your business as usual, balancing invoices, trying to keep staff happy, and hoping the economy won't spring any nasty surprises. Suddenly, someone hands you a bill. Not just any bill, but one that says, "Congratulations, you're now £5 billion poorer and 50,000 jobs lighter." Sounds bonkers, right? Well, welcome to Angela Rayner's Employment Rights Bill, or as its critics have dubbed it, the Unemployment Bill. Today, British businesses are kicking off like it's the first time someone suggested pineapple on pizza. But is this really a recipe for disaster, or just a long overdue overhaul of workers' rights? Let's cut through the noise and break down why this bill has the business world sweating through its pinstripe suits. First, a bit of political theatre. The Conservatives, currently out of power but never out of opinions, have done what opposition parties do best, written a very stern letter. Shadow Business Secretary Andrew Griffith has fired off what can only be described as a political SOS to British businesses. The tone? Help us. You're our only hope. Imagine your mate begging all your friends to text their ex so they'll take them back, except the ex is a British economy, and the friends are everyone with a business license and a pulse. So, why the drama? Why are businesses allegedly being sleepwalked into a disaster of epic proportions? Let's take a look at what's actually in Rayner's bill. Angela Rayner's Employment Rights Bill is a smorgasbord of legislative changes that make business owners break out in hives. Here are the headline acts. 0 hours contracts, out the door. Depending on your perspective, this is either long overdue protection for vulnerable workers or economic vandalism. Some say it will give workers stability, others say it will kill flexibility in jobs. Stronger redundancy rights. More hoops for employers to jump through before letting staff go. Great for job security, but potentially a nightmare for struggling businesses. Flexible working is standard. The pandemic taught us the joys and pains of working from home in pajamas. Now, Labour wants that flexibility enshrined in law. Government is employee advocate. Here's the kicker. Ministers would be able to take companies to employment tribunals on behalf of employees, even if the employees haven't asked for help. It's like having your mum fight your battles at school, except now your mum is a government and the playground is the entire UK economy. Unleashing the unions. The bill repeals conservative trade union laws, making it easier for unions to strike. To top it off, it makes union funding of the Labour Party automatic. Cue accusations of political backscratching. The business world has responded with the enthusiasm of a vegan at a hog roast. Lord Karen Billamoria, the Cobra beer magnate, has compared the bill to rewinding the clock to the 1970s, an era remembered more for strikes and economic malaise than prosperity. Luke Johnson, the Pizza Express entrepreneur, has gone full doomsday, likening the bill to the moment Britain went cap in hand to the IMF for bailout. That's like insisting you're financially independent, then begging your parents for rent money. The British Chambers of Commerce and the British Retail Consortium have both weighed in, warning of unintended consequences. In business speak, that's code for this could go spectacularly wrong. The consensus? The bill risks making it easier to strike, harder to hire, and could turn the UK into a less attractive destination for investment. With all this backlash, you'd expect Labour to be circling the wagons. But according to political insiders, there's cabinet beef bubbling away. Chancellor Rachel Reeves is reportedly trying to water down Rayner's proposals, aware that an all-out war with business could sink the economy. When asked if she was trying to limit the damage, Reeves gave the kind of non-answer politicians dream of. We talk all the time to businesses. That's like saying you communicate with your spouse when asked if your marriage is falling apart. Technically true, but hardly reassuring. Labour, for its part, is standing firm. They argue that sick pay from day one and protection from unfair dismissal are basic rights, not radical ideas. They accuse the Tories of hypocrisy, opposing workers' rights after overseeing a cost-of-living crisis. But the timing raises eyebrows. Is this the moment to make sweeping changes when businesses are still reeling from Brexit, COVID, and a sluggish economy? Critics say it's like deciding to renovate your house during a hurricane. So, where does this leave us? British politics in 2025 is a place where employment bills become unemployment bills, business letters become battle cries, and everyone's arguing about the 1970s like they are planning a party nobody wants to attend. Will Rayner's bill create the workers' paradise labor envisions, or deliver the economic wasteland businesses fear? Or, knowing British politics, will it somehow manage to be both at once? What do you think? Are these essential worker protections long overdue, or economic suicide dressed up as social justice? Drop your thought below. And if you're a business owner, maybe check your blood pressure first. Stay tuned, because UK politics is moving faster than a 0 hours contract worker looking for job security.